僕は東に行くからついてくるなよ。
じゃあ西に行けば絶対にあったりしないよな。フォークをたたえよう。 星と深無事今日の星と深 ければ多いほどいい。お披露目だ。よっ。お披露目だ。僕をたたえよ。じゃーん。僕をたたえよ。お披露目だ。僕をたたえよ。お披露目だ。じゃーん。 どれ
服がいたんだか。神戸を垂れろ。せいや
じゃじゃーん、ここだよ。光り輝くがいい。一緒に遊ぼう。
どよめく進学。
海、私は帰ってきた。騒ぐな。
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
神戸を垂れろ。大末となるがいい。入団した。
世界の熱狂の渦に僕をここだよ。
響け格のね。
私は帰ってきた。
生命は呼吸、音は巡る。いずれ風に吹き落とされる。
こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。くるくる
あっちは俺様だけで十分だ。
くるりんこんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。くるくる
はっ、いずれ風に吹き落とされる。
はっとくるりん
離れなさい。
こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。くるくる
本質は同じ。答えはないんだから。音は巡る。いずれ風に吹き落とされる。思考を広げる。
みんなを守って。
あっちは俺様だけで十分だ。
はっとこんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。くるりん
答えはないんだから。
こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。くるくる
本質は同じ。いずれ風に吹き落とされる。
はっと
ふっ、
ダイヤモンドあげるね。くるくる
イラでごま夢中になっちゃう。
はっとくるりん。
思考を広げて。答えはないんだから。根は戻る。いずれ風に吹き落とされる。
家を守って。
あっちは嘘の中で十分だ。
こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。くるくるくるりん。こんな大きなダイヤモンドあげるね。壊れちゃう。
いずれ風に吹き落とされる。
くるくる
イラでごま崩れちゃう。答えはないんだから。
latte, please. Extra sugar, extra milk. With all those edges and that sturdy look, Mr. Rob might seem a bit cold and standoffish, but he's actually paying attention, quietly noting down what each...
Energizing combo sets. Hearty noodle bowls.
Did you call me? Meow.
Awaiting further instructions.
This is the path I follow.
I'm at your disposal.
Let's fire it up!
I only handle technical matters.
Hello there. How about a Tin Master special for a little Sometimes, stopping to take a break can help you go further.
I'll help you win. The lunch is on you.
Awaiting further instructions.
Let's...
Officer,
is the... Ooh, we really harmonize. I'll help.
Await.
Let's...
huh?
Is the concert starting?
With pleasure. Following orders.
Every effort counts!
Purging slash. Vanish.
Better not get stuck!
Cross the line and you get shot.
Ready?
Eradicate all evil. Sure. Face the consequences.
Commence demolition!
Hold again. Here comes the first. Vanish.
Perfectly lined up.
Cross the line and you get shot.
Purging slash!
Here to assist.
Stand still!
Awaken!
Purging slash! Is the concert starting? Watch out! Coming soon. Ready and wanna go office? Ooh, we really harmonize. Is the concert starting?
Starlight, I have to.
How can I help?
I am the Eye of Obel. I've got your back.
Captain on bridge. No matter what.
Do you think this matters to me? Do you think this matters to me? Do you think this matters to me? Finish your tasks. With enemies like these, this can hardly be called a fight. Crumble, embrace your end in truth. Heed the final symphony of death. Crumble and dissipate. Embrace your end in truth. Heed the final symphony of death. Crumble and embrace your end in truth. I'll keep going. And you will too. Right?
I will make...
You're here. I've been waiting for you for so long. So long. So long.
A sharp blade slices through tangled hemp, achieving twice the result with half the effort. A sharp blade slices through tangled hemp, achieving twice the result with half the effort. Wielding a blade requires displaying it. A sharp blade slices through tangled hemp, achieving twice the result with half the effort. A sharp blade slices through tangled hemp, achieving twice the result with half the effort. A sharp blade slices through tangled hemp, achieving twice the result with half the effort.
I alone. I alone.
May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. Bask in the sunlight. Still recognize me?
quickly and swiftly. The world is mine! Masterpiece complete. Together we fight! Take form. The fruit of evolution. Surrender. Still recognize me? My compliments. Victory favors me. Improvise. Strike is one. My compliments. Still recognize me? Notice the fruit of luminous energy. Quickly and swiftly. The stage is set. Can you keep up? Glory demands more. A new era awaits. Onwards. May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. Forgive me. Rover, fancy running into you here. Won't you dine with me? Ms. Margarita asked me to sample her newest pizza, but my goodness, these portions.
Did you hear what the Order's acolytes found while clearing the abandoned library? A manuscript of a poem with an accompanying music sheet. The public has already caught wind of its contents. Did you know it was signed as Golden Anthem? They say it was their last work, written aboard the Pilgrim's Sail. I reckon the original finder fished it out the sea and put it in the library, not knowing what it was.
Shh! Quiet! They're criminals. You best not mention them in public.
Shh. That name is not to be spoken of in Raguna. Simply put, the Golden Anthem was once a renowned poets' society. Their 3 members were once the Sentinel's cantors, but the Order banished them for insulting the divinity. Allegedly, their pilgrim sail caught fire and none on board survived, and thus their last known work disappeared.
Well, since the manuscript is no longer secret, how does the tune sound?
Give me a second. Let me think. Hear that? It's exactly what they're playing now.
Well, it would appear they were possessed by daemons, just as this very article suggests. Friends, it's been too long. I gather you were also listening in on that conversation about the Golden Anthem's last work?
What did you mean by daemons?
Resentful of the Order's verdict, they committed to paper a curse upon Rinascita and Raguna. Those favored by the divinity were the most willing to raise the blade of rebellion, for they alone knew how to make divinity bleed and doctrines crumble. Though they died in exile to a great fire, their resentment festered in their music and poetry, transforming into horrors known as daemons. Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread throughout the land and burn all of Raguna. This article was recently published in the Raguna Literary Journal. Quite the perspective, wouldn't you say? Vengeance born of resentment. Such dark and twisted characters are hard to resist. Perhaps someone unwittingly played that tune just now and opened the plushies to possession by the daemons. Then again, it's all conjecture. Those in the Poet Society... Now, if those vengeful spirits really do exist, well, out of all the patrons here, they went straight for you, Rover. Curious and curiouser. By the way, it just so happens that I made a copy of the Poet Society's last work. Here, take it. Consider it a little souvenir from your spirited encounter. Maybe it'll prove useful later. Goodbye, friends. A change of venue is in order. I must finish my play.
Like the fire that dragged them to hell, these daemons will spread throughout the land and burn all of Raguna. Unverifiable, yes, but not entirely dismissible. That said, a peculiar entity did indeed manifest, and it attacked you. So, let's start at the very beginning. I have a friend who's an expert in deciphering music. I believe you've met her before. She who resembles Topaz should still be near Whisperwind Haven at this hour. In her world, poetry and music hold equal sway. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
To fly is not to flee, but to journey towards the dreams. All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings, let the twilight soothe our skin. In the sky we're forever wild and free.
Rover! Carlotta! It's been too long.
You really must adore that song. I remember hearing you sing it when I was little. When I was a child, whenever I passed by Chacona's house, I'd always hear music drifting from the courtyard. Lively, spirited, and so full of emotion.
I remember it well. Those two guards of yours were like giants from Septimont. Easily 200 pounds of pure muscle.
Back then, Chacona's family conducted the Order's choir.
How should I put it? Well, as they say, families are always rising and falling. But A song is a song, whether sung in a grand hall or beneath the open sky. As for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs. Anyway, the two of you came in such a hurry. I suppose you're not here to take in the music? Oh, so you eavesdropped on a man rambling on in C3 Sharp, and then, poof, out pops a monster. Let me see. It should sound something like this. About that, Sharp Rover. I know, right? We should suggest to Miss Margarita that she add new signage. Sing with civility. It starts with us.
Can we discuss restaurant etiquette later?
Of course. But I still need to know what kind of music could possibly have the power to conjure up those monsters of yours. The Golden Anthem. That name should never be spoken. They're criminals. To conspire with them is to risk banishment at sea. Or worse.
Don't worry. This won't be the first time we've crossed paths with the Order.
Fine. From what you've told me, the composers of this poem cursed Rinasita, spelling the fall of Raguna. When the poem is played, some type of horror appears. If I understand correctly, that's what attacked you and Carlotta. If you ask me, this story is a right load of codswallop. I don't believe a simple little poem could curse Rinasita.
Then you...
We need to get to the heart of this poem and music mystery. Let me join you. I can't resist a good adventure. I'll help you find the link between the music and those daemons. But in return, I want you to hand these pages to me for safekeeping. Then we have a deal. Since you believe this music summons them, how about we test it for ourselves? I've already memorized the sheet music.
It's risky, but there's no surer way to find out. Wouldn't you agree, Rover?
The final work of poets banished to distant seas and condemned to death. What, I wonder, did the verses forged in flames truly sing of?
They are just like the ones that attacked us in the restaurant. Take 4. Our lights shine through. Sacred light. happening?
Together we fight!
Who strike fast?
Thunder guide us.
Thanks for watching! Okay.
Strikers won! The sky beckons. Take 4.
They burn in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath. Their last work is nothing but a curse upon us all. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing furnace shall forge Raguna's true gold. Is it saying Raguna will burn to the ground?
They wanted their resentment to echo through the streets. Just by reading this, I can almost see their terrifying faces in the fire.
These voices. They're people of Raguna, aren't they? I think I heard Mr. C3 Sharp in the mix.
If the poet's resentful souls gave birth to daemons, then shouldn't they sound like the poets themselves? Those voices were just people who read or heard their work.
Perhaps the voices themselves are what causes the daemons to manifest. In the legends, daemons are born of death and curses. But what we've seen isn't like that, no. They're more like horrors created from people's words and imagination. Of course, I'm just speculating. The voices were somewhat muddled. Perhaps I can refine the melody. This time, we need to listen harder. Let's find out what the true story really is. This is a realm created from melodies. Music can transcend space and time to bring memories and stories to life. No. Normally, you can't perceive the frequencies in a melody. But that manuscript lets you see the world.
They burn in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last...
Perhaps it was a simple poem at first. No one knew exactly what happened. So they filled in the gaps with a... Yes! Someone must have used them to create the daemons. What if imagination knows no bounds? If left unchecked, such incidents will only increase. For resonators, dealing with them isn't much. If the daemons are born from the public's imagination, then things will shift once we catch whoever is responsible for stuff. Music and poetry are born from kindness and hope. Yet now they've been twisted to create these monstrosities. Whoever is behind this won't just sit back and watch. The thought of confronting them is already inspiring me to write a ballad. What should I call it? Which instruments would fit?
Our enemy hides in the dark, while we remain in the light. If that's the case, we need to split up. With your tenacity and Kona's expertise, someone has pointed a gun at Cat's Eye. Someone ought to pull back the curtain and expose them. The family has its ways. Tracing the article's source and finding this mastermind won't be a problem.
If we find melodies connected to the Poets' Society, I can bring the past into clearer focus. I've got it, Rover! I know a place where they've definitely left their mark. Let's go! Onward to new melodies! really admire the wind. It's free to go anywhere without restraint. If only it could carry my poems into the hands of everyone across the world. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 la na 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 dum, ba, da, da, da. Ta-da! Welcome to Requiem Paradise. This is where Raguna's musicians lay their old instruments to rest. For the people of Raguna, the sea is everything. We live and sleep by the sea, and our souls drift out to sea when we pass. Since an instrument is an extension of the musician, it's only fitting that it's buried by the sea. May its dreams be long and sweet before returning to the waves. I'm certain this is where the poets of the Golden Anthem laid their instruments to rest before their banishment. What's wrong? You seem troubled. Is that what's been on your mind this whole time? I say, if the answers aren't coming, let it all go and clear your mind. To be honest, I haven't found any leads either. But worry not, this is what we bards call a bottleneck. Once, I spent 3 days just trying to find the right words to describe a tree. Couldn't do it, not one word. So, I stood under that tree and prayed for an apple to fall on my head. You know, just like in those stories where inspiration strikes after an apple hits you. And, well, at least you get a snack out of it. Sadly, the apples weren't ripe and none fell. No free nibbles for me, unfortunately. Try it.
Huh. It's a real apple.
Later, when I finally decided to leave, I looked up through the gaps in the branches and suddenly saw a blooming flower atop a cliff. Turns out, even without an apple, inspiration may yet strike. But if I hadn't stood there, I might have missed that unexpected burst of beauty. So, maybe this is enough. Let's put aside heavy thoughts and continue our walk with a clear mind.
I'm starting to understand why Carlotta calls you Topaz.
Is that so? But I'm nowhere near as dazzling as the sun. If anything, soaring freely in the sky, even if it means... I sense the melody of an instrument close by. Let's search for it. flute, but it sounds sharp and harsh. If this were a performance, I'd say it's trying to finish as quickly as possible, barely giving the notes a chance to breathe. A harp. It's in excellent condition, but its tone is... Is that a lute? Its echoes are faint. Perhaps because it's been abandoned longer than the previous two. Wait. The sound may be weak, but there's an undeniable strength to it. Rover, behind you! It seems this lute likely belonged to a member of the Poet Society. Which is to say, it holds the melodies they left behind.
Embrace the chain, take form. Evil be crowned. My compliments. Brilliant lights the way.
The timbre also matches. I believe this lute is exactly what we've been looking for. Sometimes, even when the instruments are the same, the performer's mood can change the entire sound. For example, this lute doesn't seek to boast. It speaks softly, like a traveler sharing a story over tea in the warmth of an afternoon. The true purpose of music is to express what words cannot. Rover, if there's something you want to say but can't put into words, if you sing it, maybe I'll understand.
But I haven't even heard you sing yet.
Me? Perhaps another time. Once all this is settled, I'll perform for you. Be sure to listen closely then. Now, it's in the lute's hands. I hope this melody holds a tale worth telling. Listen, I hear something up ahead. It seems like an interrogation room. This melody carries the weight of the poet. Take care with each step. The melodies left by these instruments are extremely fragile. We may find ourselves straddling vast rifts in time and space. A single
Farrell of the Golden Anthem. Know that Imperator is... The Codex teaches us that those whose sins are cleansed by the sea shall... It is a grave offense to slander the Sentinel. This includes your claim that I was told you found this lie carved on a lithograph. In the face of the Tempest, if you admit you were mistaken at tomorrow's trial and reveal where you have hidden the... Remember, Imperator only responds...
I'm sorry, Sir Acolyte. I'm doing my best to cooperate. Please don't mistake my silence for defiance. I'm afraid that by the time I see the Sentinel, I will have lost my voice entirely.
As long as you repent and help us destroy those blasphemous poems and songs, you are a wise man. I will always be here, should you wish to receive...
No need to worry, Sir Acolyte. In fact, I'm beginning to enjoy the cold.
Neither official nor private records show them as having ever repented in the Cathedral of Mercury. This melody is fading fast. Let's check if there's...
Farrell's gone mad. He ought to have hidden it. Why would he slip this dangerous knowledge into his... We ought to have
buried the truth. It just occurred to me. Is that our mastermind's true aim? Not only to bury to that end, He stirs panic to deepen Ragonese prejudice against the poets. Words and music are weapons without...
I knew this was to be our fate. From the moment we uncovered that lithograph, I knew it would come to this. Still, I have no regrets. But if the Sentinel's true form, all this time, we've been living nothing but a lie.
The Order's stance is that the Poets Society concealed blasphemous works. Yet the Order themselves concealed the lithographs. That's right! You must have seen the Sentinel in the inverted tower. To keep the Sentinel's true form a secret, the Order ruined the Golden Anthem's reputation.
I understand what Farrell... We're not adventurers or mighty resonators. We don't even... Farrell only wanted to share the voice of uncertainty. Our fate has been sealed. All we can do now is...
They don't sound like they're full of hatred at all. If anything, during the interrogation, they kept their composure and did not offer fierce resistance. In fact, they even...
Everything seems to revolve around the Order.
We don't know that for certain. But at least we now know the Poets Society would... The melody is fading faster now and becoming unstable. We should leave.
Where is this place? A study? Chacona, are we? We must have gotten separated. Chacona did say even a
You are to build a home here, like seabirds. I don't know if what I'm feeling is right or wrong. They were clearly the Sentinel's cantors. Why would anyone call them criminals who insulted divinity? This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold. A flame, celestial steed, true form I behold. The night sky will be illuminated by wings of flame, and I shall be reborn in immortal poetry.
Because they cannot banish the truth, the Order of the Deep instead banished us to the... Our thirst for truth is why we were cast. No matter what, remember this. The truth will always exist. And the truth is gold.
Can't get through, but the sounds are coming from over there. What is this place? Who are you?
She's always been distant and aloof, but her true melody is both heavy and fragile. Chacona Toccata. As long as you still draw breath, lift your eyes and look. With this poem, your life is eternal.
Rover? Rover, are you all right? Finally, I got you out of there. You must have been drawn into a different melody on our way out.
I just walked into his study and ran into a strange little girl. She seemed quite taken with the Poet Society. She mentioned a name. Chakona Takata.
I see. I don't know who you met, but Takata is my family name. As I said before, for family matters, let the past stay where it belongs. Just call me Chakona. We don't need to overcomplicate things. Well, we have made some progress. The melody we were in gave me a hint on what to do next. Yes, seeing as they banished the Golden Anthem, we might find more clues in the Cathedral of Mercury.
Have you found her yet? No.
She's not here either. Oh, greetings, brother and sister. Might I ask, have you seen someone dressed like us who likes to walk with her head down?
No. Razor doesn't like walking with her head down. We're in the Order's choir. We're rehearsing hymns to sing at the ceremony. Racer is our lead chorister. We took a break from rehearsing to play hide and seek. Maybe she got mad at us because we sang badly. She hasn't smiled at us much since rehearsal started.
Can you tell your big sister here what hymn you're rehearsing?
The teacher says it's a hymn to honor the brave knights and the Sentinel's guidance. But Razor says the hymn was written by a bunch of criminals.
Well, which way did Racer go? We can help you look for her.
Really? She went that way.
Can you keep up?
Such a beautiful voice, isn't it?
You're the laureate. And you are?
My name is Chakona.
A friend of mine.
Don't be scared. We're only here so that you can finish your game of hide and seek.
Hide and seek, right. Myron and the others are waiting for me. Sorry I've caused you trouble.
How about a little chat first? Something's troubling you. I can tell.
What? Of course not. The ceremony is coming up, and the choir still has so much to rehearse.
Young ones today have so much talent. If I had the chance, you know, our laureate here definitely knows how to sing hymns.
It's just... Before the performance, the choir has to listen to the same music, recite the same lyrics, and do the same rehearsals every day. What's more, the hymn we're practicing, it was composed by bad people. Myron and the others never complain. They're always eager to sing praises to the Sentinel on stage. But now, their dreams are all dashed because of me.
Myra and Patero and Shia's voices are in perfect harmony, but I can never keep up. And I don't like this hymn. Myron and the others are too young to realize that heresy is a great... I just don't understand why the Order wants us to sing songs written by criminals. The more I thought about it, the more out of rhythm I became. In the end, I could barely sing at all. That song just now. I've already forgotten how it's supposed to sound.
Well, what do you think a hymn should sound like?
A hymn, as the books state, is a song of praise for the sentinel who leads...
No, not that. I mean, how does it make you feel? Try to remember what you were feeling when you were singing alone in the corner just now.
Oh, well, I didn't want to hold everyone back. And I really wanted to help everyone have a great performance at the ceremony.
Then hold on to that feeling. Let's rehearse again. You don't have anyone sitting in on your rehearsals, do you?
Uh-huh. No.
Well then, the laureate and I will be the first to hear you perform.
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage, with the Poet Society leading them. Looks like it's a ceremony of some kind. It sounds like a song celebrating the knights who defeated the Tacit Discords.
Degenerates! Arrogant! Hypocrites, every last one of you! You have no idea what happened! Not at all!
This is madness! Who is this madman? Someone remove him from here immediately! Do not...
What he said about the common folk, is it true? Tell...
What a mess. I suppose this incident is what changed. Strange. Why is this passageway so long?
Afternoon tea! Yes, please. The odds there, I understand. You've always been a curious child. Look at this. This book says, the flower miss. This study is a secret. You must never tell a soul. I understand.
Oh, what splendid singing! Even the laureate was enraptured.
Racer did wonderfully.
Thanks to you, I figured it out. Sincerity is what truly matters when we pray and sing.
Yes. A hymn isn't just a few lines of history. It is shaped by your feelings and experiences. It may differ in each person's eyes, but its resonance and meaning are... I hope you'll give the audience a spectacular performance on the day of the ceremony. So, what did you see in Razor's...
The Poet Society was criticized for glorifying the night. Their assumptions were challenged, so they traveled to the Knights' encampment at Whisperwind Haven.
This incident may have been the turning point for the Poet Society. Next time we venture into the realm of melodies, perhaps we should tie our hands together to stop you from getting lost. If the Order's choir is pointing us to Whisperwind Haven, then that's...
Can you keep up?
I've heard of these knights during my travels. This should be where their old encampment stood. But there don't seem to be any instruments, poems, or music here that carry the memory of a melody. Let's try searching the area first. These bonfire poets were no doubt members of the Poet Society. The note says they had wandered the area looking for inspiration. To find the melody, we should try to follow the route they once took. Perhaps inspiration will strike us along the way. This was the last stop on their route. Oh, the view just now as we soared in the sky was just breathtaking. What is it? Has anything come to mind? Oh, yes. How did I miss that? The wind is the finest recorder of melodies. It rises from the primal, churning endlessly, echoing in our ears without end. I believe the melodies left by the Poet Society were witnessed by the wind, and it will carry them to us. Playing a tune, of course. I want to capture the mood they must have felt when they were here. I'm curious as to what they left behind.
Rimbo and Selena must have returned to Raguna by now. That lithograph of the Sentinel's true form. It has to be here somewhere. Did that gentleman guide us intentionally? Who exactly was he? Backpack stuffed with papers claiming to be a common artist traveling in search of inspiration. Yet he spoke like a nobleman. But I can't afford to think about that now. If not for his help, we'd still be singing praises to a false sentinel. He's right. We cannot continue to sing for the Order anymore. We must enlighten the people of Raguna. They deserve to know the truth. The Knights of the Order defend only the Order's interests, and so the time has come for us to become knights for the people of Raguna.
It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk as well. On the surface, what our mystery man said makes perfect sense. He even has knowledge of Imperator's true form. And this hidden lithograph is evidence the poets were telling the truth. Is this form of the Sentinel the same as the one you saw at Avon Oleum? So the poets were indeed banished for uncovering the Order's secrets. even under interrogation, they held their silence. It wasn't until they met this mysterious man and learned the truth that they chose to become Knights of Raguna. Resentment and curses are not songs of their own style. As for the true mastermind, we still have no direct proof linking him to the Order. We must confront his lies and put an end to these Daemon incidents. But once the truth of the Golden Anthem at Imperator is revealed, it will no longer be just a matter of daemons, but is now the right time?
The will of the people is strong. This mastermind is so sure that the lies about the Sentinel will go undiscovered, and that no one will easily believe the truth. The truth exists to be uncovered. All we need is to plant the seeds of doubt in the people's hearts, and let them take root and grow.
Yes. Let's get going then. We'll go back to Margarita's. It's where our story began, and it's where it must end. Miss Margarita!
Well, hello, hello. If it isn't Rover and Chacona. Oh, Miss Chacona is a regular around here, you know. I've even asked her to perform a few times. Helps bring in the crowds.
Actually, I've come to ask a favor of you today, Miss Margarita. I'm sure you've heard the rumors circulating lately about the Poets Society's legacy. There's something important we'd like to share. Could you help us gather everyone?
Not a problem at all. Did you make any big discoveries? I'm so curious about what actually happened. It's driving me nuts.
Rover, we'll begin when you're ready. The poets did board the Pilgrim's sail, becoming the stars of their... If you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral of Mercury. The children there still sing hymns written by the poets of the Gold. A fire, seemingly forged from the depths of hell. That doesn't quite add up. If hellfire was all that remained from the Pilgrim's sail... That's an awfully big assumption. What if they never... Another poet? Intimately familiar with the poets of the Golden Anthem, you say? As the fire filled the ship's cabins, if the poets... This charade... It was tomorrow. At the Odyssey Opera House.
This car... this is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
Loria, is this all real? What do you mean by the truth? Did you discover something? The poets of the Golden Anthem, they were...
Fascinating story indeed. You've certainly... The speech you made just now, you're implying the poets of the Golden Anthem were
Exactly. Someone used the story of the Golden Anthem to stir the public's curiosity. This is...
If memory serves, official records of the Order of the Deep state the poets were charged. Surely you're not suggesting this was all the Order's doing? I dare say.
Are you from a noble family? The city's elite have a habit of siding with the Order.
I'm afraid you misunderstand. I admit, I do get that question quite often. Your presentation brings me back to a play I wrote in my youth. A group of birds, locked inside a cage. Convinced they will never fly, they do nothing but stand on a perch. Then, one day, the cage door opened. The young birds flapped their fragile wings, attempting... Many consider their fate a tragic one. What say you?
I see it differently. Even if they met their end falling into the abyss, they still had a chance to glimpse the sky and spread their...
And what of those who chose to remain in the cage? Having witnessed their predecessors fall to their demise, will they dare to reach for the skies after realizing the cost of choosing to fly? Does the truth exist to protect or to harm? That... Miss Poet, I look forward to tomorrow's arrival.
A splendid retaliation. I witnessed all of your performance. Like everyone present, I too eagerly anticipate tomorrow's arrival. As expected, the Order's fingerprints are all over it. According to our inside sources, it was none other than acolytes from the Order who salvaged the poet's lost works from the wreckage. They've long known of their existence. It's possible this was a sham all along. Choosing to... Now, considering the fact that the untraceable article first began circulating, I think it's fair to say its author is a regular of such secret circles. His collusion with the Order is why these rumors are allowed to run. I'll have someone follow this secret circle's trail, and we should also share these findings with Chacona. As a poet.
That's strange. She was just there a moment ago.
Just like when we were children. Gone without a trace. And she and her family disappeared without even a goodbye. Ms. Margarita, have you seen Chacona?
Miss Chacona? She was squirreling off towards the harbor earlier. I thought that's where you were meeting, so I didn't say a word. She did look quite down, though. Never seen her.
Thank you for letting us know, Ms.
Why don't we split up and look for her at the harbor?
Can you keep up? Can you keep up?
The young birds left their cage, flapping frail wings as they fell to the ground.
I never thought his words would reach into the depths I sealed away so long ago.
Coming here implies you worry about tomorrow's outcome. You intend to reveal the truth of the Sentinel to the public. But that revelation, it comes with a price. One you've paid before as a child. Remember?
This is the past.
And here I thought you'd be much wiser than this. You know the dangers of pilgrimage, yet you...
The truth has its thorns, and the golden anthem has already paid its price.
Is that what you're trying to tell me with your play? But you know nothing of how the golden anthem responded.
Allow me to share the answer, Sir Acolyte. Do you remember the very first voice from the heavens? The one the people of Rinascita... Surely you've seen The Golden Bough, yes? A play where people from various clans wear masks, singing and celebrating together. An occasion you know...
And? What of it?
It is words and songs. We are not your enemies. It exists forever.
You pitiful fool. Off to this...
The Order of the Deep seeks to banish us to the seas because they know they...
Hear that? The bell they tolled. I will be the one to carry its sound forward.
The parallels, so striking. Just like the day the Poets Society boarded... So this is the resonance they babbled on about. After all these years, another group of fools is ready to march down the... Why are there always those who believe the Sentinel is some damned horse? The poets were at least clever enough to hold their tongues, but you have the nerve to parade your blasphemy through the...
Is that so, Sir Acolyte? I do hope you dream of this Sentinel of yours every night, then.
Spare me your sarcasm, you insolent bard! You're nothing but a mouthy relic, the last of what remains of your...
Ah, so you've already tasted their fate, haven't you? You and your family. Such a dramatic turn of events. As Cantors of the Sentinel, both the Takata family and...
You're nothing but a figment of my imagination. None of this concerns you. When I was a child, I lacked the ability to prove the Sentinel's true form. But now, with the inverted tower ship, I believe the opportunity has presented itself.
Opportunity. Indeed. The moment of choice dawns once more. Do you intend to repeat history? This time, dragging Rover along with you? Boarding the... Isn't this what you're afraid of? You've unraveled the hand behind it all. But the Order will... Rover, Miss Carlotta, and all those you've gathered along the way, and perhaps even that blessed maiden who's where... Even so, will you two still insist on... Have you really made your choice? I look forward...
Is this Chacona's sheet music? She was here. The vision I just saw seems to have been recorded from this. Chacona mentioned she always writes down her melodies on manuscript paper. The Golden Anthem? An interrogation room. Being the girl in the Poet Society's study, what happened last time was no accident. But why was she there?
Thank you for understanding everything. Is there anyone else here besides you? You must have touched the Golden Anthem's music sheet. To be able to touch it means you're someone. I am yesterday's child of ignorance, the actor now on stage, and let me tell you, the story of the Golden Anthem doesn't just belong to the Poet Society. This is how it all started. And it didn't take long for the Order to notice us. As you've already seen, usually, as for the fire, in the past, in the world they dreamed, but the Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose. The Golden Anthem gave my father. I still remember the day he...
Don't see it as only this kind of courage could...
Father wanted to tell everyone. I wrote songs. The Poet Society now. I have it this time.
Like I said, there are hints of this.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding everything.
This song. It's the one she performed last time. The melody is the same, but why does it sound so sad this time?
So, Miss Poet, have you made your decision?
This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
I know what you're thinking. You're worried I might end up on the same path you did. Go on.
All the hopes will set us free from doubts and fears deep within. Let the sunrise gild our wings. Let the twilight soothe our skin.
Follow your heart. I'll be with you. Till the end.
A penniless bard and the laureate roving in a foreign land. But as long as the seeds of doubt are planted... There! Now, how's that for a story? Speaking of which, have you ever read that novel? The knight is also accompanied by a squire. Time... I am no Montelli. Acolyte, but still, I shall lead the charge. As the forgotten songs rise once, this is the story of those. They were once poets, singing songs for the divinity, until one day they stumbled upon a truth that could not be proven. The Sentinel, whom we've always revered, isn't the true divinity granting us blessings, is a majestic celestial steed, and the teachings in our scriptures, lies. Lies told to us by the Order. Ask yourselves this. Why would Imperator, who once sent Renacita voices from the heavens, how could poets who once sang the praises of the people of Renacita? Have you ever wondered why the Order forbids us from seeing their earliest scriptures? Why did none of the fools that boarded the Pilgrim's sail Imperator and Raguna have always stood united, yet lately, they seem to have vanished from our dreams. Why is that?
Chicona Takata, in the name of Imperator and Primus Fenrico, you are hereby under arrest. You will face the full weight of the law at the Order Penitentiary.
Is that so? And what are the charges this time, if I may ask?
Blasphemy!
Oh! The same old tricks again! Is this how the Order intends to keep the truth hidden?
Save your empty words for your confession to the Sentinel. Damnation! She's not working alone!
Farewell, Sir Acolyte! Oh, and just a little tip for you. Keep your eyes on the audience below. Let's see how much of the Order's hypocrisy these empty words can unveil. I have faith. The music of the Golden Anthem will one day echo across Raguna's skies again.
Phew.
A masked hero suddenly appeared, rescuing the bard right when she was about to be apprehended by the Order. But that's a story for another time. You know what this means for you, right? Even with a mask on, people will still recognize the laureate. I'm now a wanted criminal by the Order. Now this is what a real poet, no, wait, a real knight is supposed to be. Well then.
Is our final stage. Now, it's your turn to step onto it.
You will witness a different world.
You arrogant hypocrites!
Led by curiosity and wonder, you step forward.
I am the gentle sea breeze, sweeping through Whisperwind Haven and towards Raguna's high walls.
Well, have you decided on your answer? I look forward to the public trial.
Perhaps our fates are not so different after all.
It is time, sinner against the Sentinel.
But you...
I will continue to sing.
As long as there are those who breathe and see.
My eternal summer will never fade. Do you feel it? The breeze from Whisperwind Haven. You can even catch the faint. Next thing you know, maybe an apple will fall on our heads. Or maybe a big grey wolf will leap out and... Thank you, Rover. I don't have the Blessed Maiden's miracles, nor the powers of a hero. The only thing I can offer is to immortalize this moment. I will carry all the stories about you with me. By the way, I met a man at Margarita's who claims to be a playwright. You should watch it. I'm not entirely sure who he really is, but my guess is that he might be the resonator who's been working with the Order. Here, you can have this music sheet. I'm heading off on a new mission. An escape mission. Starting today, I'm no longer just a wandering bard. I've got the Order hunting me now. A journey like... Don't you worry. I still remember our promise. About the song I wrote you. We will meet again, and I'll sing it for you, I swear. After all, we're partners in crime now.
My Lord Primus, it seems your plan, you sought to revive the blasphemous poets.
I care not for labels of good or evil. Fear is but one tool among many to maintain.
Ah, truly the words of one in possession of great power. Such lines are... And yet, why do you seem so restless, Lord Fenrico? Is it that foreign laureate that unsettles you so? Or is it some...
Out of respect for our partnership,
Of course, as you...
Wait. You were the one who led the Poets Society to that lithograph, weren't you? I've heard whispers of your presence at Whisperwind Haven around that time. Whenever you were asked, you claimed to be seeking inspiration. Why are you doing this?
There was the birds having uncovered the... just as the young... his squad truly...